pictures all around you with the animals and birds, kangaroos and wallaroos, there's magic in the ferns. The kookaburra laughs away, the nature welcomes you. Welcome to the bushland's there for you. Welcome to the bushland, where the air is pure and clean. Lots of trees and gentle breeze, and the running creeks flow free. Mountains and the valleys are splendid, so serene. Music's playing in the logs, so happy they could be. The rocky paths and ridges, there are walking tracks.
Now the reserve here, it was once used as a farmland. It was owned by a man by the name of McKenzie, McKenzie, and it was used as a pastoral country. Then it was used for firewood, the woodlands used for firewood, and I believe it was numerous gold mines around in the area. So we're going to see some of those. We'll see what we can find. Some disused mine shafts. You'll remember that when we went to Mount Pilot, Chillin, Mount Pilot, the gold mines in that area, you'll notice a lot of covered gold mines, shafts that were shafts. So same here, and we're here in Alexandra. This is where the Mackenzie's Conservation Reserve is. Just sort of south from Alexandra, only a few k's away, though it's not very far. So we're going to see some fantastic views. Now I'm not going to do much talking along the way, but only if I can, because there's a lot of wind out there. So it's very cloudy outside, and there's no rain. So hopefully we don't get rain. So we're going to have to get going before it does ever rain. So let's just see what we can find. Let's check it out. I can't do the introduction at the moment on the outside because the wind will just blow my camera away. So I'm doing that in the car. So anyway, we'll go and check it all out. Let's go. Now you'll find, as I said, there'll be numerous amount of mine shafts, covered mine shafts, and this is one of them, I believe. Yeah. And there's a lot of trees have fallen, a lot of limbs have fallen, probably because due of storms, wind storms here, that caused all these trees to collapse. And you'll find a number of trees like that been torn down by this windstorm. Now here's another shaft that I'm coming to, gold mine. There it is, another covered mine shaft, and there's quite a new number of them. That looks like a hole way in the distance. I just can't get my camera to it. As you'll see, there's a hole right in the middle, a shaft. Just can't get this focused a bit, but as much as I can. Yeah, there's probably a number of mine shafts in this area hidden. Might even try and get close to it. Now there's that shaft. We sort of got a little bit closer to it, but we might get a little bit close again. And you'll find there's a little bit of a spring water hole down there. But it could have been a mining race too along here, I don't know. But a lot of trees, a lot of limbs have been fallen due to storms. Now this tree looks like it's fallen over, quite recent. Actually, you can tell by the colour it looks fresh. And now coming across another mine, another gold mine, another covered gold mine. The reason why they cover them, I don't know why they cover them. I'm just thinking maybe for safety reasons. Yeah, I wouldn't want to step into that. And there's another one around here. We're in the dense bush now. I'm allowed to talk actually because not much wind at the moment, so that's good. And there's another one. There's probably quite a lot of them around. Will probably be a lot as we go. Yeah, and there's another one. It's a sort of a covered shaft, but well, there's a bit of water down there now on the bottom, so it could be full of water down below. If there's tunnels down there, probably be a lot of water. Now when it comes to these markings like this in the bush, you find an arrow, an orange arrow that's pointing that way. That is the most fresh track to take. Now this is good because in case people get lost in the area. Now the reason why I'm saying this is that I'm smack in the middle of the bush and the tracks sort of crisscross one another and you don't know where to go. You don't know which track to take. It's very essential when you're on these bushwalks. Make sure you take a mobile phone with you and make sure you got a Google map as well. Google map, that'll show you if there's Wi-Fi in the area. So there is Wi-Fi in this area, so it's good. So I use my map every now and then to see where I'm going, where I am. Don't want to get lost. But if you're if the reception's not good, if no Wi-Fi or anything like that, make sure you take a compass, a directional compass with you. So you'll know which is north, which is south. So where my car is, well, let me say, I say it'd be in like northeastern direction from where I am. So that's a good indication. So you get your compass, look for northeast, that's where you head to. Like if you become a run out of track, just head for that direction. Anyway, it's getting windy. It's not too bad, but trees are blowing and I've got to try and figure out which way I'm going. So I think I might be going, I'll just go straight ahead because the track looks fresh. The fresher the track, the better. That's what I'm saying. Because some tracks can be trackless, overgrown with grass, and you get lost. Wow. So I'm on this fresh track, so I'm going to keep going here. This is a bit of a crossroad here. This is some more fresher. So, but that arrow, in case you get lost, if you find these arrows, abide abide the arrow, which way you're going. Take that direction. Yeah. Gold was discovered in the Alexandra area in 1866, leading to a sudden influx of miners. Donald McKenzie occupied the Mount Pleasant station during the peak gold mining period. Parts of the station were gradually sold off and cleared. The remaining bushland, including McKenzie Flora Reserve, covering 47 hectares, and the nearby Bushland Reserve, were originally set aside to provide timber for the gold mines. The walking tracks pass several excavations and other evidence of past gold mining activity. Now, I've probably come this far. It looks like a farmhouse behind me going up the hill, and that might be a lookout up there, I don't know. But I'm not game enough to go up through that property, because there's a fence line here. So I really don't like trespassing in other people's properties. So there is a bit of a building up there. I'm not too sure if it's a house or a shed, a disused homestead, I don't know. So and there's a bit of a gully along here, hillside. Beautiful area, nice and green. Yeah. So, trying to get out of the wind a little bit, and they're going to make tracks back to my car, so I don't want to go any further. I haven't seen any good sceneries yet, but we might find some on the way. We'll see. Yeah. Did I see some kangaroos? I did see some, a couple of kangaroos, but they're a bit hard to catch to film. They're very timid, and you got to be quiet, that sort of thing, you know. But you never know.
Listen to the wind rustling in the trees. See the lovely valleys, deep bushland country. Hide yourself within bracken, fern and dream. Smell the bushland forest, taste the cool run running stream. Hear the waterfall, hear it in the breeze, trickling all the rocks as the breeze blows through the trees. Hear the whistling birds, the whipbird cracks its call, echo the valley through Bushland, sweet country home.
Okay, now I'm sort of halfway around, walking in the middle of the bush, and I just met a walker coming through in the middle of the bush, photographing things here. So look, people come here to photograph the flora and fauna, and now I was going to go up to the summit because she knows where it is. I would have had to go through that property, but it is accessible. But anyway, I'm not going to go all the way back there again. Maybe one day, another time, I'll go up there. But at this point, I got as far as I got. So anyway, we're on our way back, and we may even finish this video. See how we go. We're not far from the car park.
Sweet home, the land that's big and bright, where people are so friendly, no matter black or white. In the outback Northern Territory, I love to roam and roam. There's one place there for certain, that certain place called home, where the country's free, and that's for me the beauty of our land. The air's rock and the ogres, the sunburnt land so grand, koalas and the kangaroos, the emus, all that roam, the gum trees and the Aussie breeze, for me a place called home. Well, I love to have a barbecue, invite my friends around. I love to see the kids have fun as they run and play about. G'day mate, how you going? Come round and have a beer, and hear some country music that we all love to hear. Where the country's free, and that's for me the beauty of our land. The air's rock and the ogres, this sunburnt land so grand, koalas and the kangaroos, the emus, all that roam, the gum trees and the Aussie breeze, for me a place called home.
Okay, I'm just sort of snugging myself in the bush here, away from the wind. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to finish this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Now, I was a little bit disappointed in a few things. I couldn't go to the summit where the lookout is. There is a track going up there, but it is a big climb, and I feel a little bit breathless going up there, so I never worried about it. So the only view I could film is Alexandra area, so this is a nice view. But anyway, I've had a good time in the bush. I love the bush, and lots of flora, lots of wild flowers, yellow wattles, but of course it's springtime, and there's a lot of tracks and sort of crisscrossing one another. So make sure you always take a compass or a mobile phone with a map on it. Now, my next adventure, I'm going to a different area. We're going north a bit, northeast to Mount Grania. Mount Grania, there's a bushwalk to go to the summit of Mount Grania. Mount Grania walk, that'll be my next episode. I shall see you there. Bye.
The wind blows the trees of the mountains country, and the sunrise glows on in the morn, where the gum trees all stand and the sun shines so grand, and a new day for nature is born. I had to go back to the bushland, where the wind and the rain softly moans. I had to go back to the bushland, the magic is calling me home. Koala bears and possums live high up into the trees, the gum trees, they're home amongst the leaves. The cockatoos all screech in the valley of green, the bushland is calling to me. I have to go back to the bushland, where the wind and the rain softly moans. I have to go back to the bushland, the magic is calling me home.